God, I hate Facebook so much. Or the worm patch of Facebook that I've been stuck in. Do you know what? I just posted that screenshot of some shit that somebody keeps sending me. 30-day ban, I thought it probably would be, for posting something that goes against community standards. Do you know what? Is the messenger not part of the community standards? Why do people send this fucking shit constantly? I don't want to see it. Do you know, if I wanted to see this, I'd go searching for it myself. I'd go look for it, I'd find it, and I'd pick it up. I've seen enough in my fucking life. I know what it is. I don't need to see any more of it. Can you not? Why are you glad? Oh, mate, seriously? Just remove the post. What's fucking bugging my ass is I've got no way of just making that point. Do you disagree with this? Blah, blah, whatever. I clicked it and then because something went wrong. It's I fucking did, mate. Your whole platform. Oh, you know what I mean. Oh, how many times do I have to say to somebody, look, I don't want to see this. Do you know, can we have some sort of discussion? Lot of thought though. Lot of complaint. I couldn't actually find the one I wanted to send, which is a load of fucking men shagging each other up the arse. I didn't see that either. I've seen enough of that in my time too. Christ's sake. We all know it goes in and out. We up and down or whatever, and then things shoot out here or whatever, or your brain sprays into space, and all the rest of it. I'm 50 years old. I've had 5 children. I've had enough dick and twat in my life to last. To be honest, I don't need to see anymore. I had enough babies. Had enough of everything. What's the point I'm trying to make? I don't know. Can I just see something more interesting? Well, I have to now. Do you know what this has happened before? I forced myself down this. I can't communicate on Facebook thing anymore. I forced myself into another area. Burst jumping, as they call it. I'll be accessing a higher plane. I've been removed from the swirling pool of. Maybe I'll just go and sit in Messenger now and look at cock videos. I'll just go and sit and look at this stuff. Other people having sex. What is it? What's it called? This masturbatory experience of sharing it. I know people are like voyeuristic and like to watch, but I'm not that bothered, to be honest. Especially we've got other people going like nipples are too painful to look at unless you're feeding a baby with them, or you've managed to skirt round some other system of acceptance. I don't care about any of it. I care not one bit, to be honest. I don't understand community standards. I don't understand them at all. You can call someone narcissistic. You're narcissistic. You're narcissistic. Well, is that not narcissism sharing that? I don't know. I don't understand, to be honest. It's rolling evolution. Why don't I block the people? Because they're still on the internet. I thought it's just easier to show everyone who this person was sharing it, and then you could deal with them. But no, just block me instead. Or question it. Don't you get sick of looking at this stuff? Well, yeah, I do actually. But I get sick of looking at a lot of things. This is why I want me and Julian Barrett to go and live on an island where there's other things. We could just like build coconut people and evolve. And make them do porn shows and then kick them in and get Harrow rocks. So, are you happier now? Like, you've done that? Oh. I'm not saying don't do it. I know there's purpose to it. What's it called? The sword of light or whatever. The sheath of. There's different words for it in what's it called? Tantric practice, or whatever words we're using now. But then other people think it's a what? What's it called? Well, it sends the energy one way rather than another, doesn't it? It's a bit like a drain. Keep the energy inside you, use it for something different. Work out what you're going to do with it instead. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Pretty pleased with myself, actually. Pretty pleased. That's something else that goes against community standards. Can we evolve that a bit more? Who's community standards? Do people not like this? This oral, what's it called? Felicitation of... I'm curious about people. Curious. There must be a way, do you know what? I mean, programming's not that hard, is it? If you post something, can you just cover it? Do you know if something comes up that's offensive, can you not just like shim it over? That's not as much fun. Well, I suppose people will still access it. Well, that's the point. They will, won't they? I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, to be honest. Why do a screenshot? Well, because, I don't know. I was taught to do it. And I often wonder as well, I mean, I don't know enough about programming. But I remember years ago when I was on another forum, like, we'd post pictures of, like, our dogs, basically. And you'd have to put them in a photo bucket in those days first. For that platform. And still do, like, screen snatches, because I'd often do them so I could use them for art and things. But one person had theirs encrypted, so you couldn't screenshot it. You couldn't do it. You tried to do it, it just turned into like... I just wonder why people don't do that. Is there not a way of doing it? But we need people to do it for evidence gathering. Well, that's the point then. That's why I do it. I don't understand the point of having something if you're not supposed to use it. Is there rules to using screenshot? I can't remember what I just said. What is it pointless? Something else is supposed to... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That's what triggered me actually. My pointless stream of garble. Why do I just do this pointless stream of garble? Well, do you know, this is why. I'm trying to prove a point to you. It's all fucking pointless. Everything I see is almost everything is pointless. Well, not everything, but stuff like that. It's like, I just lost the plot. I need to see that. What do I need to... I don't know what I need to see. Maybe I did need to see it so I could share it. But no way of just... maybe that's the point then. It's not worth trying to discuss. People don't want to change their behaviour. I mean, how long have I been saying I'm celibate for? Long. And they still obsess over the fact that I'm just this dick-hungry bitch. You need to be in a relationship. You don't know anything about grand damage. That's what, you know, enough of your grand damage in my path. Oh god, that was funny as well on where was it? That native plane yesterday, and they were why were they watching? Well, it was a small person just watching like my YouTube. A small Native American person, a small community, maybe 2 or 3 people. Well, in that what's it called? Excursion. And they just liked watching it because a lot of it was outside things, and it was just, I don't know. People like to watch different things on the internet, don't they? They were talking about this and all the other, and someone else was there, another party, a construct that I've encountered along my path, and they said, well, this, that, and the other, and then And then the elder was going, he's white, it's a white man thing. He's a white, I can't remember, it was something about that. White people. She's a white person. I can't remember, but she's a black, no, she's a black something. Me. And then he said, no, she's red. And that's the point of it. It's like, do you know what? And somebody else was doing something as well, actually, trying to explain. And another point, another exhibition, another excursion, where they called someone the polecat, me, I think, or the other person, I can't remember. And they managed to get them to do exactly what I was doing, just to try and prove the point of what I was trying to do, which I often manage to do myself. It's like, do you know, it gets long though, doesn't it? This is why we need teams of intelligence. I can't be bothered to explain it to people who already know the story. I'm not going through it again. I've explained it enough. And then you get sent a new person. It's like, well, can you explain it? No, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to explain it anymore. I don't need to. I don't need to explain it any more than I've explained it already. I feel, do you know, it's like running continually into the same brick wall. Why do I do it? I don't know. I'm trying to get through the wall. It's like, was it Sonic? You had to keep running at the wall until it smashed. It was something anyway, some old platform thing. I'm doing that. I'm just going to keep doing it. Had a summer grand lodge. I don't know if I'll see it, mate. Because it's just one of those things. It's how things work sometimes. A cordial. Oh. I'm being gagged again. Hierarchical passage or something. Chosen for purpose. You know how it works. My maids Renaults, the family moved to South Patch years ago. They don't just, you know, it's a generational thing. For purpose of council. As it were, convolutions, expletives. Denoting demonstrative failings. Flagellation is not deemed impulsive. For the purpose of what? I've said enough. But it's irregular. Right, I suppose I'll have another run at that wall. I'll do that. What other tricks have I got on my sleeve? I told him earlier on. So I said years ago, I said to my daughter, I'd done something. I said, oh, I'm a wizard, I'm a fucking wizard. And she goes, you're a wizard sleeve. I mean, Jesus, I thought, talk about respect. And I said, yeah, I know, probably am actually. That's why a wizard keeps all his tricks is up his sleeve. And then she probably slammed the door and walked off. And you know what? All the rest of it, you know it. You know it, or you don't know it, but you do know it. It's true. Right, more coffee, more fat beats. Oh, that's the other thing about the vampire bat. Because I was thinking about that meme the other week. If the Valentine's one, if somebody presents you with a vampire bat, with a bat, it will what? What's it called? I've forgotten the words. How did Henry know? I mean, I'm not a lady. I'm a dame, a grande dame. Presents you with a bat. I've forgotten. Sort of betwixt you. What's it called when you just get them under your spell, basically? Anyway, so I got this bat come yesterday in my second primary, or primary second, and I just wonder what they're going to do with it now. It was a white ghost one, big one, massive. What do I do with it? I sucked it in. I welcomed it into my cavity. Not that one, you filthy obsessives. The one I keep bats in. So there'll be another morphing thing now that I can use. I may trip somewhere else. I may trip somewhere else under the guise of that bat that I've now got under my hat, or wherever I've hidden it away. Somebody can come and have a look around later on, see if they can find it. Come on, one of your torches and your team, your SWAT team, of developing. But that, say it, Julian Barrett was saying on platform. Actually, I don't know if it was him, but someone was saying, basically Mark has got such an experience of people and different, what's the word? I was able to formulate these earlier on, of different like psycho abilities. From all over the world, has experienced a lot of these himself. What would be more helpful? Am I supposed to be helping you? I don't understand. It's rolling evolution. Well, can we get the people who keep saying narcissist memes all the time then? No, you think it's funny. Can we get them? Why don't I just I forgot. Well no, I can't just dim them or whatever it's called. Because other people are going to see it and it's not factually correct. It's toxic waste, it's litter, and it's not helping people. It's not a developmenting statement. It's not going to help people fucking evolve, is it? You're narcissistic. The thing of the narcissist. It's not helping me evolve anyway. It's just infuriating me that other people are having to say this slurry of inadequate expression. This hateful spitting. Well, that's what you call me, the polecat. I'll tell you why I do that actually, because I've got a ferret skull somewhere tucked away. I kept it for that whole thing when people were sending snakes at me. Do you know what? I've got one of these. You know, I've got loads of stuff though, but you don't need it. It's just a basic ticket in, isn't it, to start with? What was I doing just now when I said about House of Arna and then they all started throwing things at me? It's like, you just ignore it. It's like, you can't, I'm not playing with this. I've just told you you're under me. Just flying around. I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't true. If I hadn't been guided to say it, if I wasn't like sworn in to say it, I wouldn't have said it. Saying, do you know what? my loss. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I said it, so. I'll just hide on all my chins. I've been sent with a bat anyway, look. I knocked off his head. That's where that ghost one come. I smashed the head off that one already. That's a vampire bat, look. Vampire bat teeth. His head's upside down. So, do you know what? I can make friends with the other one that I've already got. I'm not scared of rabies. Well, I was just triggered into that yesterday because like the two dogs were kicking off. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the fucking world, is it? I think Dolly was just a bit pissy because she's just come out of season, the other bitch. They've met each other in town before and they're okay. But she was just being, I don't know if the other dog come out of season. I've no idea, I didn't have a chance. I know the girl, we're sort of mates. But they just start fucking trying to kill each other through the gates. And I thought, I had to start screaming at Dolly anyway, apart from that, blah, blah, you have to show some level of control over your animals, isn't it? I thought, do you know, easily if one of these dogs could scale that gate. I know Dolly could, and Staffs can climb. So I screamed at her and threatened to hit with a spade. But, do you know, I would have hit the other dog with a spade as well. I was prepared for it to come back. Not because I don't like the dog. I love that dog so much. But if it, do you know what? I'd hit him all with a fucking spade. If she wanted to start on me for hitting a dog with a spade, I'd probably hit her with a spade as well at that moment in time. It's like, do you know what? If it's coming in my garden, I'm going to fucking hit it with a spade. I'm not having 2 dead dogs in my fucking garden. I've got enough shit with her killing deers and fucking not cats, but rabbits and the bullshit that goes with it. I don't want a fucking load of bullshit over this either. The wire's not that strong. You can pull it off, you can get underneath. I wouldn't have gone out and hit it with a spade, but, do you know, if it comes to the garden. I've had to do it before. My next door neighbour had to move. I'm joking. We didn't have a spade then, did we, Sally? She just lost her fingers. But I keep the spade by the gate now. It's not my first, you know what, it's not my first go-to thing, is hit a dog with a spade. But if you've got 2 dogs with staff in them, or whatever the mix is, I ain't going to go looking for bite sticks and shit like that. But do you know what? It's just... She loves me. I chased her up the road before. She chased me first. I chased her back. We chased each other all the time. We just do it for a show, to be honest. And then we cuddle afterwards. I thought someone in town today. I was going to say hello, not she's alright. It was someone else over a similar dog. I apologise for not having the patience yesterday to go over and say anything. I think they probably heard me in Bournemouth. I screamed so loud. I used to work in kennels. Usually had spades and stables as well. I mean, I didn't hit horses with spades because they can kick you. I didn't hit dogs with spades either, but sometimes you have to. I hit a sheep with a bucket once. I was only 12. Kept running at me. But the thing is, you learn, don't you? If you get hit with a bucket, it just runs at you even more. It thinks you're playing a game. It was a ram. It was this big ram thing. I should have just picked it up by the horns. I hadn't been taught. I hadn't had experience of that before. And then I was just, I don't know what, thinking about her. I saw these other things. I saw that dog in the clouds the other day as well. And, oh, that was another thing on platform. There's been a Romanian strain of a rabies thing somewhere. Is that true? In cats or something? I can't remember. Richard, can you get the dog on a lead, please? I will, sir. And I shall probably keep it in my garden for now. I'll be having muzzling, all dogs will be in soon, won't they? And the place out with darts, poison darts. I'm not worried about rabies. Well, not as much as I'm worried about anything else. I'm not scaremongering, I'm just pondulating. There was a rabies outbreak in the 70s, wasn't there? Is that when they eradicated it? I can't remember. I just vaguely remember it being a thing. I don't know. I've not had to treat it before. What do you mean it's not treatable? Everything's treatable. It's just finding the treatment. And having the time. That's why time is the enemy, isn't it? Time is the enemy. Right.